It's interesting when people are asked to point themselves, "Oh, who are you? Who I am?" I usually we point right here. Okay, right here. This who I am, right here, right to the heart. We don't point to the head, or to your hands, or to your arms, or to your feet. We point it right to your heart, right to the heart. We already know, instinctively, we already know that answer. We know. And right now, science is helping us to prove that a heart, right heart, is more than what we until now were aware that it can do, it can be. It's proof right now that heart, the heart is way more intelligent than the brain, our mind, way more. And that all these different activities that the heart is able to do it, to do. Now we know that this heart, it has more memory or more activities and does a little more things that just to pump blood or to keep up our body. It goes farther more than that. Things that we don't see or we even used to see right now with technology and all the new advances of science. They are they are seeing, they are proving that this heart is affecting everything around us. This powerful heart is doing more than what we've been taught that it can do. So far, we've been just preoccupied or putting importance just to our brains, to cultivate our brains, to instruct our brains, to make sure that the brain is right condition, at least the people that they are aware of, trying to make their lives better or easier, happier. But we've been dealing with just a small part of what it can give results to us. When we're going right to the big camp, to the big kahuna that is really this heart is the one that can make things happen. It can affect things. It can do way things more and more powerful, easier, fast, and can give results right almost immediately. The heart, the language of the heart is being studied by so many people that they're being aware that there's something more in there that we're being indoctrinated to know. What we feel, that thing that we feel, that when we feel good, when we feel happy, when we are joyful in our lives, this heart expand. It can really, it can transform things around, people around. And when you feel the other way around, when you're unhappy, when you're not enjoying your life, you can tell. As like a small plant, seeing they're all down, and when we notice those kind of days where we are the ones that are down, we can see life has no meaning. What is my purpose? Or what I'm doing here? Everything it goes wrong with and all that kind of thoughts that, of course, is preparing our heart to spread all the frequency of our happiness. And when we encounter somebody happy, somebody joyful, somebody that sees things that they cannot see, we get we get pissed off because we don't see it. We don't understand why somebody can be happy or enjoy life in these circumstances, how they can be in this state of mind where I am not. And of course, what we do in that case, first we're trying to discredit, we're trying to destroy it. Just because we are not there, we don't believe that nobody else can be better than me and feel all the way I feel it. And that's kind of the situation that happens. And I notice as I keep growing in years, growing in the experiences that I have in at work and my family, just in social, that we are still believing that everything is already done, that everything that we see around the physical, what we call, some people call the 3D, this reality. That's it. We can do nothing about it. That's it. If I'm in good condition, well, usually that's not the conversation we have because already there. But when we are not there, when we lose our jobs or relationship, business don't go that good, health is not where we would like. And when we start to become aware of that, that's the first step. Then we start becoming aware that there's something up there, that there's something that we can do. And that just by complaining is not going to solve it. Just by pointing out what is wrong, it's not going to change it. Or probably it would change it and make it bigger. As the more complain, the more things to complain appears. And the more I don't like something, the more that it shows. It is kind of interesting, this life, this game, that you get what you focus on. You focus on unhappiness, you get more things to be unhappy. You feel, or you start to get things that are nice, and you change the way you're thinking, you change your mindset, and more things that can match that frequency keep showing in your life. Is a relationship between action and reaction. What we put out is what we get back. If I step in front of the mirror and then I said, well, this is the mirror, I can see the projection of me. And what do I see as a reflection? Me doing this, in this case, with the coffee. But if I said, in that reflection, I want that reflection to don't have the cup, that have that reflection to have, instead of the cup, to have a bottle of water. That is not going to change. Doesn't matter what you do. Okay, you can stand in front of the mirror and say, okay, this is a cup. Then I want that reflection to show me somebody that look like me, in this case, but holding a glass of water. Well, I can be in there holding, looking at it, but nothing is going to happen. Why? Very simple. Because this mirror only reflects what you're doing, reflects you. If you want to see that reflection to change, you have to change. You have to go get a glass of water. Now, do that change. You do that change. And then that reflection is going to show you, in this case, just assume that this is the glass of water. Well, I'm going to say it's going to reflect that glass of water. But the thing that makes us crazy is that still we believe that if we go into the mirror and we start to change that cup, coffee in this case, for a glass of water, it doesn't happen. Doesn't work. We cannot change what is up there. We can't. I try. didn't go that right. At least didn't work for me. I cannot change it. As things start to reflect the change and it happens through me, within me. That's a change that can reflect. That's a change that can instead project to me as a change that happened from me, through me. If I say again, a simple example, I mean, right now I have these black clothes and it's kind of, well, because it's, it's a beautiful weather, sun. Um, I mean, I stay in front of the mirror and I want that mirror to reflect me, somebody with a white, no white t-shirt and that it has a different lines or whatever that is. The reflection is not going to change. I mean, that's the reflection is not going to change unless you go and change your shirt, put something else, put different color. But what I'm trying to say with this is that it's kind of I'm trying to explain them what I understand, and this is my personal perception, my personal experience. I read it, yes. I hear it from some gurus, yes. But words don't teach. I take it. I went and do my own experiment. See, see if I can prove them wrong. See if it's something in there that they are lying to me or they, yeah, that's the way, that's what you think it happens. But I can tell you, the only way that it works is when I change, the reflection change. If I'm happy, the reflection is not gonna reflect unhappy me. It doesn't work like that. If I, and the other way around, if I am happy and I want the reflection to be happy, I want the people around to be just understanding and all that, well behaved and full of life and passion, all that good stuff. It's not going to reflect in you. Now, you can say, well, it seems that sometimes when I am feeling down, I see still people feeling happy. Or just showing you. Because if you see those people feeling happy, even, okay, you can say they are happy. You can say that they're enjoying their lives. Do you feel, and you feeling really down with it, do you feel grateful because they're happy? No. You're very pissed off. You still, it's just another reason you take it, you transform it into a feeling. You do it. You see them and you get really down. I mean, they have everything, I have nothing. They have the relationship, I have nothing. They have the business, I have this thing that I don't like, and right. What that means is there's still within you is the sense of unworthiness, sense that only everybody else get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. I mean, the break just came from them. They, whatever. When you start, you want to change that reflection again. You have to change yourself. You have to change yourself. Don't go, and then don't go and try to change the other ones because, well, you can try. I tried. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Did I say it doesn't work? It doesn't work. You can prove myself. You can prove me wrong. We'll be right, but prove me wrong in this direction because we can go and prove somebody else wrong. Prove me. Change yourself. Doesn't matter what's around you. Okay? Doesn't matter what is around. Doesn't matter where you are, who you are with, in what stage, what age, whatever it is. Change yourself. Start to do small changes from within. You don't have to have you everything that you need for your transformation. You have it right now. It's already there. Creation doesn't make mistakes. You are the creation. You are in here. You are the creation of this, whatever you want to call it, God, universe, energy. But there's something in here, something that is taking care of all this. It's something that is keeping us in this planet, earth, water, trees. We have abundance of everything what we want. You decide. You do well. I see abundance in sun abundance, in clouds abundance, in trees abundance, in fruits abundance, in ideas abundance. Or you can say, well, I have abundance on black. But that's another kind of abundance. Had abundance of people treating me bad, abundance of people making fun of me, abundance of things don't go right for me. That's another abundance. Remember, the abundance, you already are abundance. You don't have to create. You don't have to learn how to create abundance. What you can do is be specific about what kind of abundance you want around you. If you want abundance about things not working out, things just always going the sour way, you can have that. More at some point in my life, I was I was not that I was aware, but I didn't believe that. When I was upset with somebody, upset with myself, then I manifest that in my job, I manifest that with my relationship, I manifest that in the business, I manifest that with everybody around me. It's like everybody else was just in it was everybody just took themselves to make me feel this bad. And I was saying everybody else was making them, they were making me feel bad. What a joke. I'm not talking about me because I believe in that time that it's their fault I don't have the health I want. It's their fault I don't have the money I want. It's their fault I don't have the house where I want to live. It's their fault that I don't have the relationship that I want. When you change that point of view and saying, well, if prove me wrong, you can just start saying, prove me, do it. Go through the steps. And it's not that hard. Actually, it's kind of easy. Because remember, I think I know. Don't have what you want, that's hard. You don't have the body, the energy, be with the places, the person that you want. That's hard. That's hard. One of the hardest thing I find as well is that to be with a person. Who's the person that you go every day? Doesn't matter where you go, there you are. It's you. Much if you don't like yourself, you're gonna have a very, very interesting journey because, huh, yeah, probably you can tell me that. If you want to have a better right, start by loving yourself, change yourself. That reflection of yourself to yourself. You know, that's if you can be anywhere, you don't need nobody, nothing to be in peace, to be happy, to be joyful. You can. You can. There's steps. There's some people giving us clues. Some people doing it. But the big question is, what do you want? What do you want? There's some shows that they go asking people, what do you want? And there are ones that are willing to answer, they just, they don't know. They don't know. And it seems that when you ask this question, what do you want to people that they are in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, the answer never comes. They start to think about, let's see, what do I want? If you go to ask the question to Young people, especially kids. What do you want? Oh, I want this. Stop. Okay. I got the idea. You go different as they become older, that list become shorter to the point where I've seen some people my age, they forgot. They forgot that they want something. I know. It's, it's not easy to live in this planet Earth. Some gurus, some people are saying that was planet Earth is one of the hardest planets to come and have a life experience. One of the hardest. This is not a joke. And they said as well that only masters are allowed to come to this planet to have the experience. Only masters can come to this planet. They don't give this experience, or you don't qualify if you're already another master. And depending on what your beliefs are, I believe that this Mauro, this body is just one of the experiences that I haven't had. I believe I have many different bodies, same soul, different bodies, learning this, doing this, doing that. I've done it, everything. And if you can believe that, you done it, everything, to the point that you really will have a master in this. Probably we went into the different planets, different ways to manifest. But in order to come here, in order to qualify, have you noticed that schools where you want to apply, depending on the skill that you want to go on and test yourself and learn yourself, you have to have some the UGD, you have to have these points. There's so many things that you have to do to qualify. If you think that that's you in here, you're a master, you had to go through a pre-qualification, a master grade of pre-qualification in order to come here. I tell you, I'm not gonna say life is easy. This is the contrast in this life is you have contrast everywhere. And that's why we came from here from. It's because in order to apply this, in order to become again, yes, we are masters. We are here. We are doing. We are going through through the days. And why instead to see challenges and see what's happening in your days with the business, with your health, with whatever it is important for you, you don't see yourself as somebody that already know what to do. You already, but it's in here. But that answer is right within you. It's right there. Probably you can tell me that it's sometimes it's just this voice within you that it says, do this, don't do this, do that. But do it right there, right now, in that moment. I'm not talking about this. Maybe some things don't apply, but in sales, it's in the moment when you have that idea, call this customer. In the moment when you have that idea, do this, do that, do it in that moment. Do it in that moment. You've been calling people, and in that moment, you don't feel like it. You see, don't do it. Don't do it. Change yourself first. Don't waste your time just making cold calls and see if I call 100, well, maybe 2 are going to answer me, or whatever amount it's in your business, into your specific niche. But if you start changing yourself, because going back to the heart, remember, this heart can help you get customers. This help can help you to get the right customer, because it's not just have, let's say, 10 customers from them 10, you don't get nobody. Or the ones that you get, they are going to just return, they're going to just be problematic for the kind of thing that you are offering. What if you just get allowed this power? Work with the power. What I heard this example about, and it really resonates with sometimes with what I do. That if I decide to vacuum the room, and I have then I take the vacuum and then I start to move the vacuum back and forth and making lines right there in the rack. And then keep doing it and I keep vacuuming it until I do move around and make the lines at whatever I pass with. But I forgot to do something important, to plug the vacuum cleaner to the source, to electricity. That will make a difference because you will have something. The, the vacuum will do what it's supposed to do instead to just push the dirt around and then just make marks. And with these cases, when we are doing a job, relationship, whatever, if we don't plug ourselves to the power, we don't plug ourselves to this thing, electricity or whatever you want to call it, if we don't plug ourselves, then we're going to just be moving, or like the vacuum cleaner, just moving dirt around, just doing the moves and accomplish nothing. Heart. When you connect really to the heart, it can help you a lot. It can give you insights about everything that's important for you. Prove me wrong. Do it. Study. There's so many, this is not new theory right now. There's so much information about this that is beautiful because we can just go into a book, go into YouTube, seeing who is doing the right, who's doing the right podcast. And there is a lot of people that their passion is to allow you to know, to allow us to know that this can be done, that these steps, it's not easy, it's not hard, it just is. When you start connecting to the right important parts of you, that is, and it's not taking things out, it's just making them or bringing it to another level. I don't want to check my brains and say, well, the brain is not good, and I'm going to just take all the brain part out and then get only the heart. No. We have to work as a full, as a heart and brain connected. That's a game changer. Because the brain can do stuff. But when it has the right information, when it has the right insights, both together, they can do a lot. That's my journey. I'm still learning, yes. We never know everything. I'm learning. And that's the nice part about this. You won't get bored because this book about life, it has so many chapters. Some of them, they are kind of preset. Some of them, you write it as you go. It can go, it can be, it is. You can change it. But what is necessary in there in all this is you to know. As the old saying, somebody say, well, know thyself. Know who you really are. Know who you really are, and that's what's got to make a big change. When you know that who you are, who you really are, the one you are, that's the one that you can have whatever you want and the moment when you want. You are this infinite way of awareness that whatever is present to you, with the right mindset, with the right you, with the right things in place, you're going to have a better ride, a fun ride. Life's gonna be different. Prove me wrong. Life is gonna be fun.